Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today? Ciao, buenos dias, hola, ¿qué tal? The Friday. It's a great day of the week, isn't it? If you haven't been here before, I should say I'm Ken Hume. This is Ken at 10. I broadcast every day live. We're James Alexander Estate Agents based in Southwest London to talk about the property market generally and just bits and pieces, really. So how are you today? What I can tell you about the weather here in Southwest London is it's overcast. I think it's the first day we've come in and the aircon's actually not on. And we've got a little bit of cloud. Wasn't it nice last night having a bit of rain and a little bit of cool down here in Southwest London anyway? Feels like, much as I love the sunshine, it's just nice to kind of have that break from it, isn't it? And good weather for viewings, actually. And we're quite busy. Well, we're more than quite busy this weekend. And that's not surprising when you look on Rightmove. We're just looking at Rightmove now. We're number one for average detail views per property. In other words, with us, you're likely to get more viewings than with any other agent. That's not an accident. That's hard work. And we're very proud of that. So if you're thinking of selling and you need advice or you're on the market, you're not quite getting the action that you think you should, then give me a call. Let's have a chat. Let's talk it through. See if we can help you. Apart from that, busy day on viewings today. Just about to go on a valuation after this one. Got a little bit of compliance work to do. These days, money laundering is so important. We've got to make sure we're on top of all that with the anti-money laundering procedures. And a few new instructions coming up as well. Got a gorgeous little 2-bedroom house. Great story behind that one. I'm not going to give you that story right now because it's too personal. But when it's all over and it will, work really well, I know, then I'll be delighted to recount it to you. Apart from that, as far as the market's concerned, quite busy on lettings, exceptionally busy on the 400 to 500k mark, as you might expect with the stamp duty incentives. But we're also finding now some of the larger instructions are starting to pick up a little, which is nice. Normally in August, it's absolutely dead. The children are off school, mum and dad are going on holiday, and we don't really expect lots of business. In fact, I'm usually away myself because of that reason. And then what we find is come September, when the children go back to school, the market really kicks off. Of course, this year, with most people staycationing or not going away at all and being at home, we're finding that August is very different. It's a different world, isn't it? But we're certainly finding we're a lot busier than we would normally be for this time of year. Be really interesting to see if in September it kicks off as it normally would, because if you add that to how busy we already are, then we're going to be in for a very active time. Now, how long will that continue? If you're thinking of marketing, I think now is the sweet spot between now and September. October, November, we've got the end of furlough, some serious redundancies possibly coming up, and I think that may impact the market. That's why I think a lot of people are thinking now's the time, because if you do leave it until October, November, you've got that Christmas bit in the middle, with the holidays, bad weather, not quite so easy to sell. And even then, if you do, you'll be rushing to get to that March deadline. And if you don't, you will find that some people will pull out chains at that point if they don't manage to reach the 31st of March and get that financial incentive of the extra 15k. It's a lot of money, isn't it? So we'll see what happens there. But as far as the next week is concerned, the diary is already filling up, which is really nice to see, with some really good quality addresses locally in the area. We still have space. If you're thinking of selling or renting, still always happy to talk with you. And apart from that, looking forward to the weekend. Actually, on a Friday, we always have a big push towards trying to get people out, make sure everyone's viewing, so that if people are viewing, they're out there thinking of viewing houses in this area. We're having discussions to make sure that if you're on the market with us, they're coming to you and visiting you as well. So I hope you have a great day. That's it for Ken at 10 this Friday, and we will see you on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care of yourselves.